Sankatapulukutuboom. What's good, guys? They call me OCJ, the African Prince, and this is my session with Beelivahs Cave. Stay tuned. So my name is Odekian Ehinome Osborne, popularly known as OCJ. I've been in the game. Well, I've been a musician all my life, right? But I've been an artist for a few years now. Being an independent artist, there have been a lot of challenges, but then again, challenges is just an excuse now. So I'll say my greatest challenge so far is perfection and budget. Being an artist is budget intensive, and you have to be ready because it's you, your small team, and God. So being an independent artist has been challenging, fun, and yeah. Well, it's a growing community. They are getting to wake up and understand their value and understand the power that they possess. So I'm happy currently because if you go on TikTok, you see the domination and you see it feels like we are beginning to wake up, right? And it's encouraging because in a few years from now, it's going to be something dope. Yeah. My greatest moment. I've just been working, and I've even lost count of great moments. Yes, my greatest moment, so far so good, was the first show. We did it out of boldness, right, and out of uncertainty, right. I went there with a friend of mine called Oxygen, right, in the morning of the event, and we went to the location and they were setting up the chairs and all that. So, and Oxygen was just sitting on one side. I was just praying. I said, God, I beg go. I said, God, I beg go. Hey, we'll see these chairs. How do we fill this place up? I was scared, man. It was challenging for me financially, and trying to meet up rehearsals, because my rehearsals is always intense. And we stressed everybody, my band, my dancers, everybody. But then again, we achieved it. My greatest moment was when I was in my hotel room and my guys came to meet me and said, "Oh boy, that place don't follow." I said, serious? They were shocked. I was shocked. That was an amazing moment. That was an amazing moment, honestly speaking. And money, none. To be honest, money does not really mean anything significant to me. It's just to achieve the purpose I was born to achieve. I was a born musician. I was born to do music. I grew up in the church. I grew up, getting connected to music without actually having somebody to teach me. I'm an instrumentalist, without actually having somebody to, teach me. Music taught me itself, So I grew up as a student of music. I am still a student of music. I'm a student of the art, not just music, cinematography, right? Money for me is to showcase that art, basically. But yeah, this is one of those things, if at all. So, well, I'm not supposed to say this. Okay, that I worked with, that we had a session together. Okay, I think it's Monarchy. You see, Monarchy is also he's one of very amazing talent and intellectual persons I've actually come to meet. I was fortunate enough to, have a session with him. Solid made that happen, and And I was just sitting like this and listening to it. It felt like I was listening to a professor talk. He was explaining a lot of things in futuristic terms, in a lot of detailed analysis. And I wasn't really saying anything. I was majorly listening. Right before we even went to do music, we just sat down and we were just taking a blunt and chilling, and I was listening to him talk, and it was an amazing session, honestly speaking. And the music we created then was just something else. I can't wait to share with you guys. And then the second person, though we were not in the same session, we're not together. I did a song quite a while ago, and I sent it over to him. He's a Jamaican artist. His name is Jamil. I sent it over to him, and he was like, "This is my vibe." He actually told me he had a tour in Canada, right? So he said that he was going to do the song. He would record the song after he comes back from his tour, right? But like after a few hours, after I sent the song, he was like, he has a vibe. He has caught the vibe. I should send him an open verse. I was like, whoa. So he was supposed to record that song like 2 weeks later, but he recorded that song the next day. I think, is it the next day? Yeah, he recorded the song the next day because I could not send him the open verse that day. It was already night and my engineer was already asleep. So I had to send him the next day. And he recorded that song the next day, and he recorded magic. His vocals was magic. Everything was crazy. Everything was just amazing, And I was happy. That's when when he said, "I love the song," that was just all for me. When he told me, "Man, you are onto something. Keep doing it." That was the biggest inspiration. That was the adrenaline. I was at that point in time, I was praying to God for a sign, and that was the biggest sign I needed, because I am a true fan of him, People I've worked with, I'm a fan of them. I love their music. It's not just because I just want to collaborate with them. I am a fan of their art. So it's just been a blessing, To be very honest, my sound is music. It's art. It's an experiment. Actually, to be very honest, it's an experiment. But I think it's Afrofusion, right? It's a fusion of dancehall in it, Afrobeat, but a swing enchantment in it. I would say Afrofusion. So I'm a storyteller, either by fiction or true life story. And sometimes I just allow it flow, because where the words are coming from is a deep dimension that I cannot really explain. It comes and I document. So when it doesn't come like that, when I'm having writer's block, I just chill, go and do other things, maybe watch movies, watch anime, watch something, to just, I don't force it at all, because my own kind of music is art. So I don't want to just write anything, just say anything. I believe that I am doing music for the next generation. I believe that my music, they are going to come back to it and sample a lot from it, right? The next squad, the next generation is going to come. The younger generation, they are going to come back, right? Whether I'm alive or not, they are going to come and, sample my work. They are going to come and revisit my work, study my work from the African Prince upwards. They are going to study my work and, appreciate the art in my work, sample it. So that's the reason why I'm trying to preserve the authenticity of it. Well, according to history, I think it's Fela. First of all, if you have it in you. When you build something worth having, right, somebody's gonna, want to take it. But then again, the question is, you have what it takes to build something worth having. If this is your part, you have to understand that people's opinion is dead. You have to understand that it is never going to be easy. The people that you see on the top, they didn't get there by magic. They didn't get there by, fluke. It took sweat, tears, and blood, right, to get there. And that is what it takes. You want to be a star? Ask yourself if that is what you want to do. You have to be sincere with yourself, and you have to understand that it is not going to be an easy path. A lot of people are going to say a lot of things, man. You have to be focused and know what you want. You have to understand the definition of your art, of your craft, and stick to it, and jealously guide it and protect it with everything you have. You have to understand that it takes great will, great passion, and time, efforts to master your craft, right? And be able to market your craft and make an ROI from your craft. You understand? It takes a process. It's not just going to happen once. If you are looking for one instant gratification, you are looking for one instant money, run out of this thing now. Earlier the better. But if you know that this is your path, then follow your path. I wish you good luck. Guys, so I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that has been listening, that has been tuning in, that have been a fan, that have been following my journey, that have been streaming my music, that have been showing me support and love. God bless you. Sankata Puluku Tubumba. Stay tuned.